Good morning. Well, it's an October event that resurrects each year with a parade of hearses down historic Manitou Avenue. The Emma Crawford Coffin Races are all about honoring a very special person to the town of Manitou Springs back in the 1800s. But the inspiration for what goes on is even more interesting than the sport itself.
She was a very spiritual individual. She believed in higher spirits and gods that were overlooking her, and she also loved the Colorado scenery and the mountains.
It's a love that stretched beyond life, but also into death. The young lady in her 20s lost her battle with tuberculosis in 1891 with hopes of resting forever on the peak of a nearby summit she earlier climbed.
And her fiancé and the townspeople honored her wish, built a wooden coffin, carried it up in 2 shifts, about 7 hours, and gave her a burial at the top of Red Mountain.
With its steep grades, the journey for eternal peace took all day for Emma's burial at more than 7,000 feet high.
It's right where the incline railway used to be, so to get a coffin up there took quite a bit of manpower and several hours to actually get it up there, then dig the grave and bury her.
Do you know this from experience, Floyd?
Well, I do hike around here quite a bit, and I know what these inclines and these vertical gains are like, so yeah.
Okay. For Emma, her life as well as her final resting place in death was cut short. Over time, the erosion of winter weather ate away at the granite-filled earthy hillside, forcing the return of her and Coffin to the town she once loved, racing back down Red Mountain.
Parts of her remains, the coffin handles, the placard with her name on it, were discovered at the base of Red Mountain on Ruxton Avenue.
Emma Crawford has since been moved to an unmarked grave in Manitou's Crystal Park, when before, her final resting place was a dramatic achievement. Now, no one is quite sure of where she lies.
And sometimes you can feel that she's here, especially in the evening.
Really? Like what?
Just sounds and wind all of a sudden out of nowhere. When it's freezing cold, you get a very, very warm wind, things like that.
Yeah, she is said to haunt this area, right?
Yeah, well, there are people who claim that they have seen the spirit of Emma in this cemetery.
It's not just you and drag?
No, not me and drag.
On a Saturday night, Floyd?
Now you know my other life, right?
With a day-long celebration that's rich in history, passion, and unusual circumstance, Emma's rough road to the afterlife is why they race.
Because I will tell you, some of these race teams take it very, very serious. Some are in it just for the fun and to come out and have a good day, but those that are racing for real, they're in it to win. Trust me.
Do you think Emma would like this race?
I know she likes this race.
Not past tense.
Not past tense. She watches this race every year.
Ooh, she's here, isn't she?
I think so. I think so.
Good times. I'm telling you, watch out for a man in a wig in the cemetery, right? All right, it's a huge event. The entire weekend kicks off with the Emma Crawford Victorian Wake at the Marymount Castle on Friday night. Now, there she's laid out for your respects with a buffet, beverages too, and then, of course, Saturday is going to be race day. Now, the hearse parade is followed by the coffin races with teams of 5. 4 runners and 1 Emma inside the coffin, plus winners for Best Emma and Best Coffin. Also, there's an estate sale too, vendors throughout the entire Main Street, and ghost tours. For more information on this weekend's Emma Crawford Festival, including some free parking areas, log on to manitousprings.org or call the City Chamber at 685-5089.